Hello everyone, welcome back. In our last lecture, we understood the SAP system landscape, dev, quality, and production. But now you might be wondering, okay, but how I do actually get access to a real SAP system to practice on? This is the main concern. So that you all and new new learner also will be thinking about this. So that's exactly what we are covering in this lecture number 3, that how to get SAP system access. I will show you 3 practical ways to do this with real screenshots along the way. So let's get started. There are 3 common ways to get SAP access for practice. The first one is remote desktop access, also called RDP in a short term. So through a website link call.sap.com or another service provider. Like this, any service provider give us an access to access the SAP system from the remotely. We can say remotely we access the system. And the second is the server access from your own PC or laptop, like again through call.sap.com or another provider. But this time using an application GUI that's called SAP GUI, graphical usage interface. This is a software actually you install on your system, and you can start using SAP. And the third is a mini SAP installation where you install a small SAP system directly on your own laptop. Let's go through each of these one by one, and starting with the first method. The first method is actually remote desktop access, or RDP. You can get this kind of access from SAP's own official platform. It's called the SAP Cloud Appliance Library, basically available at call.sap.com. Or you can search online for another service provider. They usually charge a small monthly fees. So now here is the biggest advantage of this method, that with RDP access you don't install any software on your own laptop. You simply log into to a remote desktop and you do all your SAP work from there actually. So on screen right now, you can see what the SAP Cloud Appliance Library actually looks like. It's an online library of ready-to-use SAP solutions like SAP S/4HANA or SAP S/4HANA Express Edition. This can be deployed instantly into your own cloud account. For example, AWS, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud with just a few hours. And the second one is connecting via RDP. And this is actually the steps. Sorry, this is the steps actually, that how you connect to RDP. So let's now go step by step through how to actually connect using RDP, and I will show you exactly what this looks like on screen. The step one is open the search box or the run box on your computer and type mstsc, like you can see. This opens Windows built-in remote desktop connection tool actually. And the step 2 is enter the IP address, like it should be given to you for your server or service provider team into the computer field, exactly as shown in this dialog box, and then click connect. As an example, your provider might give you something like an IP address and a username such as demo15. Of course, your own IP address and username will be provided. It should be provided directly by whoever is giving you the access. And step 3, like enter the login ID. It should come here. Like you will be entering your login ID and password given by your service provider on this login screen, and then click the login arrow. And step 4, once you are in, you will now see the remote desktop, and on the screen, as you can see here, there is a SAP Logon. Logon icon. You can see in second picture, this is SAP Logon icon. And here is something important to keep in mind. At this point, you are not working on your own laptop anymore. So everything you are seeing, including that SAP Logon icon, actually lives on the remote server. So you just connect it to and just using the SAP on the other device. And the like step 5 is what now. Double click on SAP Logon and a pop-up window will appear, like listing all the SAP servers available to you. So you can see an example of that list right here on the screen. So your service provider will give you a specific user ID and password for the server you have been assigned. Like simply double click on that and open it, and login screen will appear. So this is the actually login screen. This is what actually the SAP login screen looks like. So you will need to enter three things here. First is the client. So this is number actually identifying your company or environment. So this is the pure definition or understanding of client number, that this is identifying number for your company or environment, and a default number is usually already filled in for you. Like when you open the SAP system, the default number that is already assigned, it will be filled already. So for example, 800, as you can see in this picture, in this screenshot also. And the second field is user. This is the user ID actually, that is given to you by your service provider. And the third is the password, again given to you by your service provider. Once you enter all three and confirm, your login. Okay, and later on, like you are in SAP Easy Access system. So once you have logged in successfully, you will land on a screen called SAP Easy Access, which you can see the right here. This is basically SAP's home screen. You will see a menu of folders like logistics, accounting, human resources, and more. So now here is the key takeaway from this entire first method with RDP access. You never installed anything on your own PC or laptop. The entire SAP system, including SAP Logon itself, was running on the remote server the whole time. So your laptop was just a window into that remote system. Let's come to the second method. So what is this? This is actually server access using the SAP GUI. In this method, the SAP software itself is installed on a server. This server could be kept on company's own premises or hosted at a remote location. You can access that server directly from your own PC or laptop. But this time, unlike RDP, you do not need to install something on your machine. That something is called SAP GUI, which stands for SAP Graphical User Interface. And these graphics give you an idea of what that remote access setup looks like. So SAP GUI comes in different versions like over time. So always try to install the latest one available. So it should be easy for you to go on without any error. As for where to actually get this installer, you can either get it directly from your own service provider or download it yourself from SAP's official support website. Here is an example of what an installation package might look like, which I've shown 7.40 comp like this. Okay, so installing the SAP GUI, step one is follow the SAP setup guide that comes with the installer, like the one shown here, and complete the installation process. Um, After that, you can see the installer files listed below is two. Step two will become like once installation is done, you will see an SAP Logon icon appear on your own desktop or laptop screen this time, not a remote one actually. So as you can see in this screenshot, double click on it and simply open this SAP Logon. Okay, when you open this SAP Logon, and after that, under connections, okay, you can see this under connections. Uh, yeah, here. under connection, you need to create a new entry, actually, to create a new service connection, just like you see in this screenshot also in the second one. Now you will need to fill in a few details which your server provider will give you. The description, application server, which is basically the IP address, the instance number, the system ID, and the SAP router string. So you can see exactly where these go in the connection parameters screen. So once you will fill these details and then click finish, and after that you log in exactly the same way we saw in method 1, entering your client username and password. One thing more is that SCP router string is not needed every time. Sometimes you are accessing the server using VPN, and the service provider, if they are giving you the VPN, then you will be installing the VPN first, and you will be connecting through the VPN later on. You will be able to access the SCP server actually. So at this kind of situation, you don't need the SCP router string. So the third method and the last is SAP mini installation. So now let's look at our third and final method, mini SAP installation. With this method, you install a small SAP system actually directly on your own laptop or PC, and you can use it to practice building applications like this. So now I do want to mention one limitation here. This method does not give you every module like FI, ST, or MM, but if you just want to practice basics ABAP, it works perfectly, or any specific function module you can say. If you would like to try this yourself, you can download mini SAP from SAP Support Portal directly from their website, and on the right you can see the SAP page also where you would generate your license key once you are ready to set it up. Okay, this is end, and let's close this. So let's quickly recap what we covered today. We looked at three ways to get SAP System Access Remote Desktop, which is called RDP actually, and server access using SAP GUI and mini SAP installation on your own laptop. So each method had its own use case. RDP is the easiest to start with, since there is nothing to install. SAP GUI give you a more permanent setup on your own machine, and mini SAP is great if you just want to practice SAP basics like SAP ABAP basics on your own laptop. So that's it for this lecture. If you found this helpful, please again subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss any video. So it should be also helpful for us.